welcome to the kitchen. My name is Rachel and today I thought I'd share with you the audition that I did for YouTube's equivalent of Gogglebox. It's called Nutterbox. So I've had the camera crew here and they've recorded me. I had to react to a very dull YouTube video, I have to say. So I don't know how I got on, but obviously did well enough for them to be interested in the audition. So I tried to make the application as quirky as possible. My main achievement in life was growing watercress on the windowsill. My biggest claim to fame was having spoken to Jimmy Ruffin on the telephone, and my video clip that I had to send them was me clambering out of a two-door saloon. So anyway, we'll see if Nutterbox will be in touch. I'm not holding my breath. I think I was a bit moany because I didn't like the video that they had asked me to react to. So it would have been nice to have had something a bit more interesting, but yeah, Nutter watch on a Friday is not my cup of tea really, or my cup of coffee. I only drink coffee. So anyway, thanks all for watching, and videos coming up. Thanks for watching, bye. Yeah, I'm ready. I think I know what you're looking for. You just want me to play this video and react to it. I mean, it's 4 hours long. I don't have to do this for 4 hours, do I? Okay, just find something funny and react. Okay.
Obviously there's some chat last week, wasn't it? Sometimes they were coming up and sometimes they weren't. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. That's the coffee.com, and I'll put that in another.
He's got a YouTube channel and he's asking for coffee. Okay, that's funny. I've got coffee right here, mate. Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, I know, it wasn't very natural.
And yeah. So I'll be clipping in a little bit this week because you've been saying some funny things. So here's another feel for you while I just quickly test the tippy thing.
Don't have to prove anything to you. Get it? I don't have to prove a goddamn fucking thing to you. You're
Rude.
no one. You're a little insignificant worm on the internet who wants to believe that I'm a bad person. You don't matter to me. You're like a worm that I was walking down the street and I accidentally slipped on. You understand?
He's like a worm. Do you think he's talking about that guy there with the headphones? Possibly.
I don't owe you a goddamn fucking thing. And the moment you get in your head and you move on with your insignificant life, will be a better day for the entire.
Move on with your insignificant life.
I don't care about your opinion because you're wrong.
Super Chuffer owes 3 hugs. Someone sent tippies.
Picture.
I don't owe fuck all to you.
Nice picture.
Wilson, we're supposed to be watching this. show this is. It's like it's the guy. There's two. Oh yes, of course it's detracting. So it's really his video, but he's making a video about his video. Maybe that guy, whose video it was in the first place, should make a video about this guy detracting him. A video in a video in a video. And then it could just go on. And instead of it only being 4 hours 15 minutes long, perhaps it would end up 12 hours long.
Like, I would never do this. It's like a thing you do when you're doing other shit, right?
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't yawn. Yep, sorry, I forgot. I'm doing a crochet. I'm just supposed to be acting natural, aren't I? It's hard to act natural though when you keep having to stop and start and pause.
Like an hour while we're doing
Whoosh.
other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're...
This is better. Oh, skip ads.
If you have a dry scalp, none of this will help. Moisturise like a pro.
Oh, now I like her. I do like a bit of Claudia Winkleman. This is more like it, the adverts. This is it, isn't it, Wilson? This is what we want to watch.
Day of the week.
Thank you.
Looking forward to all the Friday night laughs.
Thank you very much.
Super Chopper owes 3 hugs.
Let's have a few. Let's have a few. Let's get in the mood. Let's get in the mood. Shall I take...
That's a good job, that is, isn't it? Just sitting there, rolling a joint and watching someone else's video.
We joke first. I don't fucking know any good jokes.
Know any good jokes?
How's my day been? It's been alright.
How's your day been?
Alright.
Alright?
Alright.
Alright?
I was just saying, shouts out Blank Faces, and if you want to keep up with Paul Arnott, I'm not going to be covering him as extensively in Nutterbox every week as I could do, maybe, but Kelly Blank Faces is, and she did a really good stream about him yesterday.
Oh, I think this is the one that keeps accusing Paul Arnott of something bad. Because he eats pom bears. I mean, honestly, I prefer beef monster munchies at the moment, but each to their own.
Yeah, for some reason, oh no, it's back now, coffee is. Oh.
Hello, anybody sick me? I know paper's difficult these days because I don't come on that often, and to get you here live is difficult, isn't it? Even though I could put this up hours.
Oh, I've been messing with my mic this week, so if I'm quiet.
Don't listen to him, do we? It's that guy's show. It's the old guy's show. Let's watch him. See what he's got to say.
Yeah.
It's not any of those things, it's not in perpetuity, is it? Because it's supposed to be until you get to heaven. It's like a sort of, Alan thinks he's in some sort of cosmic prison.
Was he not? Who says he's not in a cosmic prison?
That's the way he described this, some sort of karmic prison. And it does allude to the idea, A-L-L-U-D-E, allude, it does allude to the idea that he knows he's done something wrong and
He can spell as well. This guy's got an education. Allude. A-L-L-U-D-E.
Guilty, and he's going to have to just suffer the consequence for
Oh,
something.
what's he guilty of?
It's not. You're not supposed to do like penance on earth before you get to heaven, but you're not supposed to be in purgatory on earth. That comes after you die. But isn't it weird?
Oh, I see. So Alan must have been talking about purgatory.
He sort of feels he's in this sort of like mid state. And is it because it's hanging over him? Because he knows that he's going to have to do his, you do the crime and do the time, so to speak. Well, he's done a lot of other, I think, things that he hasn't done time for. So
People trying to do.
Bit slanderous, I would say. I haven't found anything funny yet.
My life for 6 years, and now we're down to just a court case,
yay!
which I'm battling against some of the top barristers in the country, doing my best.
I'm doing my best to try and find relaxing background music that can go behind you, because I've had to boost the music.
All I had was expected.
Oh,
And that's animation.
that's you talking.
All I did was try to protect a young lady that was murdered by her husband.
What?
To prove that she didn't do it, it was someone else.
Can you find something else, please, for me to watch? Very hard to react to this. It's not funny. It's quite annoying, actually, because I'm just watching an old boy, and whenever he stops his video, he's stopping it and just talking over him. And he's so smug as well. It's very hard to find this funny.
That's all you did.
Oh, what thanks did I get? Being taken to court, a family member,
And this again.
for replying to consistent hate over a 3-year period. By replying, it was deemed harassment by his lawyers, and that's where we are.
You did.
Oh, what thanks did I get? Being taken to court by a family member,
And this again.
for replying.
Honestly believe Alan can't get his head around it, and he won't get his head around it until the judge tells him this is what we're doing, and he still won't get his head around it. I predict.
We don't want to know what he predicts, do we?
I predict that he'll leave the courtroom thinking, well, that's not as bad as he thought, if it's in a courtroom. I predict he'll think, well, that's not as bad as I thought, and he might even do a YouTube, a rumble to say, well, I've come out of the court case, I've been ordered to pay this, but it's not that bad, and on we go. And someone will then get in his ear and say, oh, you realise what this court has said to you is quite bad, and that you're going to be forced to do X, Y, Z, and you have to pay this out of this, and they're going to get the money before you can say, he'll then realise how bad it is, and then there'll be a meltdown. But I think initially he won't even understand the judgment. I think he won't even understand. I don't think they sentence on. I don't think it's called sentencing, is it? Or maybe the judge will give the resolution on the same day of the hearing. I don't know. I'm not a legal expert like that. But when he finally gets
He's not a legal expert, so what's he talking about it for then?
that result, I don't think he'll understand it. So I think it'll take some time for it to sink in, and it might even be as long as the first time the money comes out of his account, then he starts to realise. But at the moment, I think he's been playing a lot of poker, making himself feel a little bit better by playing a lot of poker, and
It's a bit judgy, isn't it?
maybe drinking a bit, and so he's quite
Maybe drinking a little bit.
on his uppers at the moment, I hope.
Oh, that's
Unless
nice.
it's like a live show.
It's not very attractive, is it? He hopes he's on his uppers. I hope.
It's to make you accountable for your actions.
One day, we're at a conclusion. There might well be a lose or a draw.
You can't draw in court.
He can't draw in court. Well, someone would draw him in court, wouldn't they? If it was a big case worthy of the newspapers, someone goes in the court and they draw them. Anyway, this guy seemed to find it funny.
Penalties?
Well, I win.
You're not going to win. You just said it.
Personally, I just want it over with. I'm done. A long time ago. I'm nearly 70, or 70 next year. I want to, like...
Was he 78?
Oh, he's questioning his age. Was he 70 next year?
Do you know that?
These last years,
I think he would know how old he is.
20 next year, last year.
these last years,
He finds that funny that he's talking about his last years. As a 70-year-old going to court.
Family and stuff like that. I know you want me to let him play out poison too much, so I'll let him run for a little bit and then I'll drag him back.
Oh, good.
unfortunately for them, you see, at every intersection they think I'm going to give in, but I don't give in. I promise you, my loyal patrons, I will never give in.
Never surrender.
They're still trying to raise money with an ongoing fund that is not actually.
Like, everyone knows what you look like.
I don't know how much more money it's going to cost them to drag me through the courts.
Had to go into his pocket, it's a crowd fund. If they win, then they win, and you can then pay the fees. Like, the judge will. Hang on, I'm a bit confused here. Doesn't the judge make it so that Alan has to pay their fees?
Basically, I said I would write a story for her. She sent me a synopsis, which she did, and she's not here. I think they thought you had loads of money. Yeah, I think they do. They think I've hidden it in an offshore fund in Gibraltar.
No,
It's Gibraltar.
I don't think you're that smart, Alan. Gibraltar, well, that'd be over by Malta, wouldn't it? So I don't think you're that smart, but maybe you have. Maybe you've taken cash to Malta and squirreled it away in a bank there. Offshore fund. They'll find it, Alan. I think it's more likely you just signed him.
What's that all about? He's accusing him of having an offshore bank account.
All added up. So things are fucked then, aren't they? Because 23 million people have seen your stuff and nobody wants to come back. That's not a success. Big number doesn't like, you can literally, Alan, and you have gone on the internet and just paid for fucking loads of views, so you've got a big number. It looks awful. You look like a failure, like a nasty right-wing troll. That's what you look like.
I don't think I want to watch any more of this. I'm not finding it funny. I'm sorry, but it's hard to react. Can't I watch something else? Like a little bit of Midsummer Murders or something? Well, there must be the equivalent on the internet. This just isn't my type of thing. I'm just not finding it funny. It's hard to react, apart from just getting annoyed by it. Yeah, oh yeah, I did have goodies. I've got licorice bears. Lower room though. Yeah, please find something else for me to watch.